Hi, everybody. Sorry for the lack of videos this week. I have been ill and I just didn't want to film because, like I posted on Twitter, I basically look like Death warmed over with makeup on. So, we wasn't doing that. So, I just got done watching The Car Road to Revenge. It is on Netflix right now. And it says it came out in 2019 and IMDb gives it a 4.1 star out of 10. I will give it, I'm going to give it 5 out of 10. So the synopsis, according to IMDb, when I went on, it says a DA murdered, tossed out of the building onto his new car, and it says both come back to life with a vengeance. But really, they don't both come back. Basically, the car gets possessed by the person. And he is trying to like fight crime and whatever, and but he's still like a controlling jerk. So he's not really a good person, but he is trying to fight crime and whatnot. But in all essence, though, he's not a good person. But he gets thrown out of the window and he lands on his car and he gets killed, and then the car gets possessed by him and the car comes back. He doesn't come back. Well, I guess he is in essence in the car, so however you want to take that as they're both coming back. But IMDb said they both came back, so that's what I typed down. And it said it was stylized sequel from the 1977 The Car. That's according to IMDb. Now, it's been a very long time since I've seen the original Car, but I don't think, I could be wrong, but I own this movie. I should watch it again, but I don't think they show the car actually getting like possessed by somebody. I think it just starts out with the car just out to kill people, and it doesn't really give a reason why. I think that's what I remember. Now, I could be totally wrong with this because it's been many years since I've seen the original Car. And I'm sorry, I'm still stuffy, so I'm sorry for the sniffing. But according to IMDb, it is a stylized sequel, which, yes, it is a sequel. And no, you do not need to see the original to see this movie and understand it. Excuse me. Let's see, I told you I've been sick. But you do at least need to know what the original car looked like. And I will get into that. See, we got a lot of notes to go over. Okay. So it kind of starts off. Now it's like all super bright. It starts off with the DA getting this like evidence, whatever, and you see, that it has the cops that are on the bad guy's payroll. There's people in like the DA's office and all that are obviously on the payroll. Some of it you will find out kind of later on in the movie, so I won't say however many people are in the payroll, but one you kind of know right off the bat is on the payroll, and you get a sense of it, and then you find out later. But they show this trial in the very beginning of the movie. I forget how far into it, but it's really close to the beginning. And there's this trial because this guy goes after the DA and he finds this evidence on him. So they have the evidence against him. He gets tried, convicted, and there's a new death penalty. And what I take from this movie, it takes place in the future. And yeah, let's just say this death penalty, you don't get no appeals on this. So once your death penalty is carried out, there's no wait time, no nothing. You'll know what I mean. It's like right in the beginning of the movie. It's quite weird. And there's this character in the movie, and they don't really explain why he looks the way he does. But the way he looks, like everybody else is like futuristic. And here he is. He stands out like a sore thumb. Swear to God, he looks like Sweetie Todd. Not the Johnny Depp Sweetie Todd, but like the Sweetie Todd that's like from the stories. And I'm pretty sure it was a real person. I could be wrong on that too. But like what a real life Sweetie Todd would look like. Not the Johnny Depp Sweetie Todd. I mean, he's got the fluffy like pirate type shirt. He's got, the old time shirt. He's got the barber's blade. I'm sure that has a special name, but it's almost like a switchblade, but it's what's used to shave. That's like his knife of choice. But like he stays like a sore thumb because like, as soon as you see him when you first get introduced to him, he's sitting there so out of place. You're immediately like kind of drawing eyes to him because everybody else is futuristic, and then he looks like he's straight up brought out of the past. And he's standing there holding on to his we'll call it a barber's blade because I don't know what the technical name of it is. There is nudity in this, and there is blood in it as well. I mean, the blood in it is mainly CGI, but there is some practical blood, but by practical blood, this means the blood on the actors themselves. There's no real, I think there was one scene that had actual real life blood kind of squirting out, that the rest of it was CGI. So, wasn't super impressed with that because you know how I am about my practical effects, but there is bionics in this movie. Like I said, I'm pretty sure this is futuristic. There is bionics. One person has a middle finger drill. And I am not making this up. You will see it. And it's definitely CGI. It has to be this the way it looks. Like his finger splits open and this drill comes out. I will not say who this person is. I don't want to give away too much, but yes, there is a middle finger drill in this, and there's other people with bionics as well. So this is not the only person that has bionics. And I got all excited because I even wrote in here and with a whole bunch of explanation points, the original car comes back. But now, I don't know much about cars, so I don't know like what type of car the original car was, but you know what it looks like by the front end of it. And you get all excited because you think they bring back the original car, and it does look like it at first. But then as it's going on its rampage, it almost looks like they took a car and just put a front end on it to make it look like the original car. Now, I could be wrong, but it looks too newer in the back of it to say that it is straight up original car. And even there's a few parts in it when it gets destroyed, what kind of looks more like the car that's been the beginning of the movie. It's just like the front end comes off and it doesn't look like the old car anymore. You have to see it. You get all excited thinking they bring the original back, and then you get kind of disappointed because it just basically looks like they put a front end on another newer car to make it look like the old car. That's what it looks like to me. I said, I don't know enough about cars to say for 100% fact this is not the original car from the first movie. Well, at least the same type of original car from that movie. But the back end of it looks too new for me to say for 100%. I cannot say that. The back end of it looks way too new. And they could use a stand-in car, I guess, for the effects as well. I'm not sure, but it just, and there's one part where it's kind of sliding where it looks like the front end like frame is just basically put onto this other car. That's what I saw. I could be wrong. I got all excited and then I got disappointed that they basically just put what looked like to me the front end of the original car on top of a newer car to make it look like the original car. I mean, I guess good job for effort. But yeah, like I said, you do not need to see the original car to understand this movie. You do definitely need to know what it looks like to understand the second car. If you don't know what the original car looks like, you will not understand what it means when they bring it into the picture. And unless you don't know what it is. But yeah, when they showed that car, I'm like, oh, I gasped and I got all excited and I typed in, they brought the original car back, a bunch of exclamation points. I got super excited. And then I got disappointed. I got kind of let down because I don't know. I wasn't feeling it. Yes, the front end looks like it, but that's pretty much it. The front end looks like the original car, but that's it. But I think I went over pretty much all my notes. But like I said, I give it like a 5 out of 10. It was okay. It was nice that they tried to throw in the original car cameo, I guess I want to call it. But maybe they could have maybe put a fake back end on it as well, or I don't know, made it look a little bit more older because it just looked too new to say 100% this is a direct car from the car. But all in all, this movie isn't that bad. It's definitely a B movie. It has a little bit better acting than some B movies. That's just my notes pump. But I don't know. I'm only giving it a 5 out of 10. I mean, if you enjoy The Car and Christine and whatnot, those are better movies than this. And even Super Hybrid, I enjoyed, and it has horrible CGI. I even enjoyed that one a little bit more than this. But it's definitely watchable. I would definitely say 5 out of 10. It's watchable. I got all super excited, and then I did get kind of let down. That might be a spoiler, and I'm sorry. But yeah, I'm sorry. Like I said, I am still sick. But yeah, I'm sorry if that lets you down in any way. But like I said, I could be wrong. I don't know much about cars. I could be totally wrong about the car. I just know the front end is definitely a callback to the original. That's all I can really say about it for 100% fact, because I don't know enough about cars to say any different. But for 100% fact, the front end is a callback to the original. And if you don't know what the original car looks like, you will not understand that. But so at least if you've never seen the original car, at least look up a poster or something like that. Or even better yet, try to find the movie and watch it. Because it is so much better. And even though it's an old 70s movie, it's really good. But I own it here on DVD. I should be watching it. But yeah, it's watchable. This movie is definitely watchable. It's not in my top, I'll say top I'll say top 5 of like possessed cars, because it's definitely The Car. Then I like Christine. I think I like Maximum Overdrive more than Christine, and I can't think of what would be. Super Hybrid, and I can't even think of another possessed car, but I'm sure there's another one. I'm just not thinking of it off the top of my head. But yeah, I wouldn't say it's in my top 5 of possessed car movies. the original car is my favorite, and then then it goes, the Stephen King movies, and then of course, Super Hybrids in there as well, because I did a review on that's on the channel. Even though it has horrible CGI, I really enjoy that movie. I really like it. But yeah, definitely this is a 5 out of 10. I'm not super impressed with it, but it is watchable. Very enjoyable. B movie for sure, so don't be expecting this to be a big mainstream movie. And like I said, you definitely do not need to see the original. And I know I'm repeating myself, but I'm just trying to make sure I cover everything. But I've went over all my notes, and I hope you enjoy. Go check it out. When I post this, it is on Netflix right now. What is today's date? I don't even know. There's my buttons. It is February 7th. And as of right now, of 2020, in case somebody's watching this, like, not this year, but yeah, it's on Netflix as of right now. I don't know how long it's been up there, because I don't get on my Netflix as much as I do my other streaming sites. But I came across it last night, and I was like, oh, that's awesome. I want to see it. So today, after everybody left, I decided to watch it, and I liked it, but I wasn't super impressed. We'll put it that way. I liked it, but I'm not super impressed. There's other movies that I like about possessed cars that are a lot better. If you hear the thumping, my dog's having a dream and wagging her tail's hitting the floor. But yeah, definitely go check it out, especially if you like possessed car movies. It is good, and you do not need to see the second one. Sorry, that's so funny. She's kicking her legs and her tail's hitting the floor. But yeah, definitely go check it out, and thank you for watching.